Visualize a scene you've seen 1,000 times but never analyzed through the correct lens. You are in a public place, a bar, a social gathering, a corporate event. A man walks in. He isn't the youngest. He doesn't have the square jaw of a magazine model. He isn't wearing the most expensive suit, nor the flashiest watch. At first glance, he is an average man. But the moment he crosses the threshold, the atmosphere changes. Heads turn subtly. Conversations drop in volume for a fraction of a second. And most notably, women, even those who seem unreachable, those who erect walls of ice against desperate young men, seem to relax in his presence. They lean toward him. They laugh with a freedom they don't show with anyone else. They look at him not with evaluation but with fascination. You watch from the corner, drink in hand, feeling that familiar mix of curiosity and frustration. You ask yourself, what does he have? What trick is he using? What line did he say? You check your own inventory. You've put in the effort. You've gone to the gym. You've dressed well. You've memorized conversation topics. You've tried to be the perfect man. And yet you feel your interaction is forced. You feel like you're pushing a boulder uphill, trying to generate attraction while this man seems to emanate attraction as if it were radiation. You've been told that charisma is a divine gift. You've been told you either have it or you don't. Or worse, you've been sold the idea that attraction is a series of cosmetic tricks, canned lines, and superficial manipulation games. That is the flawed map. That is the enemy keeping you disconnected from your own power. The common enemy is the male cosmetic industry. I don't mean face creams. I mean the industry that tells you that you must add things to your persona to be attractive, that you must add money, add status, add witty phrases. The great promise today, the thesis that is going to shatter your insecurity, is that you don't need to add anything. You need to unearth. The man you observed is not using tricks. He is operating from his natural psychological charms. He is using biological machinery that has been perfecting itself for millions of years, but which modern society has conditioned you to shut off. Today I am going to reveal the psychology of natural resonance. We are not going to talk about what to say. We are going to talk about what you are when you stop pretending. We are going to dissect the 4 pillars of primitive masculine charm: somatic gravity, sovereign irony, tacit protection, and immutable presence. What you are about to hear will vindicate you. You will realize that your age, your experience, and your scars are not liabilities. They are the most valuable assets in the marketplace of desire, if you know how to activate them. Brace yourself. We are going to reboot your biological operating system. The first act of this transformation is the deconstruction of the counterfeiting of charm. We live in an era of performative men, men who act. Since childhood, we have been taught that to be liked, we must do something. We must be the class clown to make them laugh. We must be the provider so they feel safe. We must be the chameleon adapting to what they want. This creates a disastrous phenomenon I call the vibration of effort. When you try to be charming, when you try to be liked, you emit a frequency of neediness. And neediness is the absolute antidote to attraction. Natural charm, true charm, operates under the law of minimum perceived effort. Think of the great classic male icons. Not the current ones, but the old ones. Think of a Sean Connery, a Paul Newman. Did you see them struggling? Did you see them sweating for a woman's approval? Never. Their charm lay in the fact that they seemed completely comfortable being themselves. They did not apologize for their existence. The social lie has told you that you must be nice. Nice guy. But nice is a survival strategy of the weak. The nice man smiles because he is afraid of being hit or rejected. The man with natural charm is not nice. He is benevolent. There is an abysmal difference. The nice one seeks not to offend. The benevolent one has the power to destroy but chooses to be kind because he operates from abundance. Women have an evolutionary radar tuned over millennia to detect this difference. They know in a matter of seconds if your smile is a plea or a gift. If it is a plea, please accept me, her libido shuts down. Her maternal or pity instinct activates, but not her sexual instinct. If it is a gift, I am good with myself and I share my well-being with you, her curiosity ignites. The flawed map has made you believe that your natural instincts are toxic or brutish. They have told you to repress your deep voice, not to occupy space, not to look with desire. They have domesticated you, and a domesticated animal can be a good pet, but it will never be a figure of fascination. The deconstruction ends here. Your lack of success is not because you don't have charm. It is because you have buried your charm under layers of excessive civility and fear of rejection. You have blocked the signal. Now the revelation, let's enter the engine room. What are these natural charms? How do they work? Why do they attract? They are not mystical. They are evolutionary signals of high genetic and social viability. Let's christen the first natural charm somatic gravity. Most modern men are floating heads. They live in their brains, disconnected from their bodies. They move nervously, spasmodically. Their voices come from the throat, high-pitched and fast because they are in a hurry to explain themselves. The man with natural charm inhabits his body. He has weight. I don't mean physical weight, but existential weight. When he sits, he really sits. He isn't ready to jump up and serve. He occupies his space without asking for permission. His movements are economical. He doesn't touch his face. He doesn't adjust his clothes every 5 seconds. And his voice is the instrument of his power. Vocal resonance is one of the most underestimated charms. A deep, slow, and deliberate voice is not only pleasing to the ear, but it subconsciously communicates safety, control, and authority. This man is not afraid. This man is not in a hurry. This man has control of time. Women are auditory creatures much more than men. A voice that vibrates in the chest and doesn't seek the high pitch of compliance at the end of sentences activates primitive receptors of safety and authority. The second natural charm is sovereign irony. This is where many fail. They think charm is being funny. They turn into the court jester, dancing to entertain the queen. Natural charm is not being a clown. It is having a playful distance. It is the ability not to take anything too seriously, not even her, especially her. When a very beautiful woman is used to men freezing or becoming solemn in her presence, the man who treats her with light irony and affectionate teasing stands out immediately. This communicates, your beauty does not intimidate me. I am above your visual effect that is devastatingly attractive. It is the smile of someone who knows a secret. It is humor born of intelligence and observation, not of the need for approval. The third natural charm is tacit protection. It is not the white knight who runs to save her from everything. That is suffocating. It is the ability to create a security perimeter with your mere presence. It is the way you stand between her and the crowd. It is the way you calmly observe the environment. It is the certainty you project that if something were to happen, you would know what to do. Women live with a much higher security alert level than men. The world is a more dangerous place for them. The man who without boasting emits the signal of I am the wall allows her to relax her nervous system. And when a woman relaxes her nervous system next to you, she confuses that relaxation with love, or rather that relaxation is the prerequisite for love. The fourth natural charm is immutable presence. We live in a world of reactive men who get angry at traffic, who get depressed by the news, who crumble if she doesn't answer a text. The supreme charm is warm stoicism. It is being the rock in the middle of her emotional storm. If she is happy, you are stable. If she is angry, you are stable. If she tests you, you are stable. You are not a cold, indifferent rock. You are a warm rock. You listen to her. You look at her. But you don't let yourself be dragged by her chaos. This immutability is hypnotic. It tells her subconscious, this man is stronger than my emotions. I can trust him. Now let's go to the system, to the chronicle of how to apply and, more importantly, how to liberate these charms in your daily life because you already have them. They're just rusty. Phase 1, re-inhabiting the body. Anchoring. The first step to activate your somatic gravity is to slow down. Your brain tells you speed up or you'll lose her attention. The system tells you slow down and you will capture her attention. Do a conscious exercise of motor deceleration. When you walk 20% slower. When you turn your head to look at her, don't do it suddenly. Do it slowly. This simple physical change reconfigures your psychology. It forces you out of anxiety and into authority. Work on your eye silence. Most men break eye contact too quickly. Submission or stare creepily. Aggression. Natural charm is soft and sustained contact. Look her in the eyes but relax your eyelids. Don't try to read her or dominate her. Simply observe her with curiosity. And when you decide to break contact, do it laterally, not downward. Looking down is a sign of shame or submission. Phase 2, voice calibration. Resonance. Stop talking through your nose. Speak from the diaphragm. Before speaking, take a micro pause. She asks you a question. Your instinct is to answer immediately to avoid the awkward silence.